the left side. In the slot inside of him is Eddie Pacheco. Gordon Hudson is tight end on the right, and Dennis Banker and Neil Palmer, the running back, set behind Scott Conley, the quarterback, in split back formation. Conley looks over the defense, gives it away to Banker, not much up the middle. He powers his way maybe for 2 yards out to the 39-yard line. He's stacked up right on the line of scrimmage. Victor Sims was there for Pasco along with Scott Dixon, the linebacker, and it's a pickup of short 3 on the play. Call it 2nd down and 7 for Kennewick, as the ball carrier was Dennis Banker. Kennewick is leading 7-0, and the clock is running with 8.5 to go in the first quarter. Pacheco comes to the right side. Pickle's in there now. Mark Pickle, he split to the left. Pacheco is slot to the right, still split back. As Kennewick, of course, runs to the veer. Running the ball is Conley. He gives the ball away to Hanker. It's a big hole, 45-15. He's down to the Pasco 47. Wrapped up by Willie Sims, the cornerback. First down all the way to the Bulldog 47-yard line. The gain is 14 yards for Dennis Banker, and he is at 62 unofficially in 4 carries of the football tonight. Quickly out of the huddle, the Kennewick Lions. This time they send Gordon Hudson as a split end to the right side. Pacheco in the slot, and Pickle is split to the left side. Split backs behind Conley. Let's see, he may want to throw this time. He steps left. He gives the ball away to Palmer, and there's nothing there. He's stacked up by Eddie Garza, the defensive tackle. Garza was there, along with Terry O'Leary, the nose guard, and there is no gain on the play. It is 2nd and 10. Nothing inside that time for Palmer. So Palmer got the touchdown run, carries the ball for the 2nd time, and there's nothing there. Okay, coming out of the ball game now, Darren Young, who was in there for just a moment. Now he comes out, and Kennewick has Todd Spence in as a slot to the right side, and Pickle split to the right with the ball, running the option, and the give is to Banker, and he rips off a tackle and takes the ball to the 40-yard line. Dennis Banker. It'll bring up a 3rd down play for the Lions. 3rd down, the ball is on the Pasco 40-yard line. 3rd down, 3 yards to go as Banker picks up 7 on the play. Banker at 5 carries and 69 yards. Out of the huddle they come. They send Melvick wide to the left. Slot to the right is Pacheco, and Conley will call the play behind with split backs behind him, Banker and Palmer. He turns, he pitches back to Palmer, student body to the right side, trying to get outside. He got slipped, and as Mike DeShane got an arm on him and knocked him down inside the Pasco 40 at the 38, and they'll be a yard short of a first down on 4th down. I'm sure with the ease they've had of moving the football so far tonight, they would go for it. It is 4th down and 1 as Palmer got 2. 4th down and a long yard at that. Out to the left side now goes Darren Young. Split to the right goes Melvick. Palmer and Banker are the setbacks. Calling the play is Scott Conley. Conley gives straight ahead to Banker, and there's nothing there, but he falls forward, and I think he got it. As has been a Pasco tradition this year, they let the guy slip away at the line of scrimmage for a yard or two. Dixon made the tackle, but they had him back behind the line of scrimmage, and Kennewick, I think, has an easy first down here. It's almost to the 36-yard line. They're asking Pasco co-captain Mike DeShane if he wants a measurement. I think it's an easy first down, but they're going to bring it in anyway. Here the Kennewick fans booing. The Bulldogs had him stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but Banker with a little second effort and a little lackadaisical play in the fact that the Bulldogs did not gang tackle after Banker was hit at the line of scrimmage. Banker was able to move forward for a yard. And I think it's an easy first down. They'll stretch the chains out. It's a first down by more than the length of the football for Kennewick. The ball is down on the Pasco 37. So give Banker 1 yard. And he's at 70 yards and 6 carries of the football here in the first quarter. Kennewick is leading 7-0. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first period. Wide to the left side now goes Melvick, and Hudson is split to the right, and slot to the left is Pacheco. Still Banker and Palmer with Conley calling the signals. Pasco in a 5-2 set. Quick pitch to Palmer trying to sweep the left side. He's missed. He's at the 35, 30, 25. He'll go 10. He slipped the tackle, and he'll go in standing up. Boy, that was shoddy tackling. Oh, boy. Palmer with great speed, and the Bulldogs just missed him about 4 different times. People had their hands on him and let him get away. Kennewick goes in front 13-0. It's a 37-yard run by Neil Palmer. And try for point coming now, as the Lions lead 13-0 with 5:49 to go in the first quarter, and they're blowing the Bulldogs out. Buckingham to try the extra point. Ball is spotted, and the kick is in the air. The kick is good. With 5:49 to go in the first quarter, the score now, Kennewick 14, Pasco nothing.
This is Kurt Gowdy reminding you there's just no substitute for the feeling of original Red Wing Pecos pull-ons. Copies may imitate Red Wing's full-grain leather, but the difference goes deeper to the unique construction that makes Pecos boots hug your heel for a snug, comfortable fit that lasts. Red Wing Pecos boots, the pull-ons that really fit.
They're at Pasco Clothing, 415 West Lewis in Pasco.
Well, the Kennewick Lions are just blowing the Pasco Bulldogs right off the field here with 5:49 to go in the first quarter. They lead 14-0. First time the Lions had the ball, they won 70 yards in 3 plays, and the second time they won 63 yards in 7 plays. And they lead by a score of 14-0 as Neil Palmer has scored a touchdown runs of 23 and 37 yards as the Bulldogs send Mark Davis and Willie Sims deep back to their own 15-yard line. The wind is not a factor here this evening as the flag is straight down at the east end of the stadium. Good crowd on hand, close to about 5,000. And here's the kick, and it's a sailor downfield. Willie Northern let it get by and picked up by Davis back at his own 15, 20, 25, mark over the 30-yard line, and got stacked up as he got over the 30 out to the 32. First and 10 now for the Bulldogs in their own 32-yard line as they've yet to register a first down. Kennewick has 5, but more importantly, the Lions have a 14-0 lead. Remember last year when Kennewick went in early in the game for a touchdown and then never scored after that. That has not been the case tonight. Kennewick remembers that game, and they are dominating here this evening. Pasco comes out of the huddle with Kerry Fink at quarterback. They send Bill Bowles wide to the right side, and they set up in the power I formation. And this time it's Rex Cloy on the tail of the tandem. Brett Humphrey and Jim Geyer, the other junior setbacks in there. Kerry Fink, the quarterback, calls the play, goes on a long count. He turns, he gives the ball away to Humphrey, and there's nothing there. Oh, boy, he was wrapped up after about a yard gain, and it was the defensive tackle Dave Lester that made the stop, the junior tackle, out at the Pasco 34-yard line. It's a pickup of about 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Second down, 8 Bulldogs, trailing 14-0. The clock's winding down here in the first quarter with 4:55 to go. Out of the huddle, the Bulldogs send Bill Bowles wide left now. Again, power I formation as Jeff King's the tight end on the right side. Fink calls the play. Kennewick digs in on defense, leading 14-0. Pasco man jumped. That was Randy Clausen, the right guard, and the Bulldogs will be penalized 5 yards for a false start. Second down back at the 29 now for Pasco. It'll be second down, and instead of 8, it'll be 2nd and 13. 4:22 to go now in the first quarter. The clock is still running. I can't believe it. They never stopped the clock. To stop the clock on all penalties, they never did stop the clock. 4:07, 4:06, 4:05 running in the first quarter. May not seem important now, but down the stretch it could be. All right, I've seen too many games. I've seen too many teams up in the first quarter lose in the fourth, and where that 30 seconds would be important. Pasco has back into an I formation for the first time tonight. With the ball, Fink pitches to Geyer, wants to throw a halfback pass, looks, throws over the middle, and the ball is intercepted. And down at the Pasco 42-yard line with the football. And taking it was Joe Wilson. The left side cornerback Wilson intercepts a Jim Geyer pass. And Pasco is in deep trouble with 3:44 to go in the first quarter, trailing by a score of 14-0. All right, Kennewick has it after the interception, leading by a score of 14-0. First down on the Pasco 42-yard line. First down 10. Calling a play and a quick pitch to Banker. He's going to be stopped for a loss, or right at the line of scrimmage, I guess, is where he finally made it to, and a good effort by Banker himself. But he was ridden down there by Victor Sims, the defensive end on the right side for Pasco. So, It'll bring up second down and 10 yards. Well, they give him a yard to the 41 at 2nd and 9. Left side, left hash mark, is where the Lions play the ball now. Split men both ways. 2:55 to go first quarter. Kennewick leads 14-0. Quick hitter straight. Oh, a fake and a throw for Hudson. He caught it diving inside the 25-yard line. Oh, boy. And then Scott Lunders hit him while he was down. A spearing call will be made. Lunders will be lucky if he's still in the game after this penalty. Diving catch by Hudson, and once you hit the ground in either high school, college football, you are down. But Lunders came in there after he was down and speared him. And the penalty against Pasco, the first penalty of the game. Nice diving catch by Hudson. He was all alone there anyway. Caught the ball diving and fell down to the 20-yard line. And the penalty, half the distance to the goal, will take it to the Pasco 10, where it's a first down. And it's first down goal just inside the 10-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain as Conley throws, as he faked beautifully to his fullback Banker and then dumped it over the middle to Hudson, who made the diving effort down on the 20-yard line for 21-yard gain. And then tack on to that the penalty. Split backs behind Conley. 3 wide receivers in the game now. Hudson is one of them, the tight end. Conley goes back to pass, and he looks. His receiver fell down. He's in trouble. Looks over the middle of the pass, and it is incomplete. Into the end zone. Bob Lagarde and Simon Lopez were there. His initial receiver, Mark Pickle, fell down before he could get to the end zone, and with the heat on, Conley dumped it over the middle and behind his secondary receiver, and it brings up second and goal at the Pasco 10-yard line. Kennewick is leading 14-0, and they're on the move again. So Conley goes strictly to the air. There was no fake that time. He just went right to the air. And this time he sends Pickle wide to the left side. Clock stop, 2:35 to go in the incomplete pass in the first quarter. Pacheco flank to the right. 14-0 Kennewick. Conley runs the option. Keeps it. He's at the 10. Conley at the 5. Touchdown Kennewick. It's 20-0, and they're ripping the Bulldogs apart. Pasco is just standing